Wes, good to see you. Today we are talking through conversions as a gift to your beneficiaries. When considering which assets to leave your beneficiaries, there is one asset that is loaded with taxes. It is, of course, IRAs. Inheriting an IRA is very different from inheriting a Roth IRA. So explain the difference, please, between taking distributions from a traditional IRA versus a Roth.
Well, traditional IRAs, because they're funded with pre-tax money, when distributions happen, they are going to be taxed at your ordinary income rate. Whereas with a Roth, after-tax money goes in, and distributions, well, those are tax exempt because the taxes have already been paid.
Sounds good to me. Now, to make matters even more complicated, after the Secure Act, most non-spouse beneficiaries can no longer stretch distributions over a lifetime, but instead have to drain the entire balance in 10 years. That is quite the tax burden to leave behind.
Yes, and this was a major change with that act that was passed. And a lot of us that are inheriting money, it's going to be during our peak earning years. So if you think
Mhm.
about it, if our parents, were in their late 70s, 80s, or even 90s, then that probably puts us in our 40s, 50s, and maybe early 60s, right? And so if we have to take distributions from a pre-tax account, and that's taxed at our ordinary income rate, well, that can be a uncomfortable thing to do, and really change our tax picture over the course of 1 to 10 years, depending on how many years that we take to distribute those assets. Whereas if it's coming out of a Roth, well, it's tax free, so it's
Mhm.
not going to change your current tax picture.
Such an important consideration when it comes to legacy planning. So then converting your IRA to a Roth is really just a great gift to leave your beneficiaries.
It's a great estate planning tool and
Mhm.
move to make. Now you need to be strategic about it. It's not just as simple as, oh, let's just take this and convert it to Roth without considering anything else. It needs to be systematic. It needs to be thoughtful, but it can be done, and it doesn't have to be as confusing and painful as one might think, especially if we have the viewpoint that right now, taxes are relatively low compared to historical rates and compared to where they certainly could be in the not too distant future. So it's
Mhm.
I think certainly something to explore and look at seriously.
At the very least, it is worth having a conversation. So if Wes, somebody wants to crunch the numbers with you, what's the best way to reach you?
Shoot us a message to info@patriotwealthnc.com or call 919-322-4115.
All right. Wes, thank you.
Thank you.